Welcome to EPG Pathsala. This is Dr. P.J. Sebastian, Professor, Faculty of General and Adapted Physical Education and Yoga, Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda University, Coimbatore campus. Today, we would like to discuss on the preparation of coaching plan. The following are the learning objectives: to understand the aim and meaning of coaching plan, to know the various types of coaching plan, to learn the objectives of coaching plan, to know the system of preparing various types of coaching plan, to learn the training plan principles and prepare coaching plans. Coaching plan is a carefully determined action program for a definite time period for achieving the goal. A plan can have goals and sub-goals. Planning is an important method to ensure continuous development of personality and performance of sports persons. Planning must be regulated and controlled at all stages. Planning helps us to use the time and resources adequately. To make long-term plans more effective, short duration and middle duration plans are required to be prepared, and they are to be prepared very cautiously. The following are the different types of coaching plans. Number 1, session plan. Number 2, daily plan. Number 3, weekly plan. Number 4, quarterly plan. Number 5, annual plan. And number 6, multi-year plan. Generally, annual coaching plans are prepared after knowing the competition dates. It's very important to understand the objectives of the various types of coaching plan. An annual coaching plan must contain the information of competition dates, scientific testing dates, nature of competition, nature of training, whether adaptation, loading or recovery cycles, whether preparatory, competitive or transition periods. In the same way, other smaller cycles, namely mesocycles and microcycles, must also indicate their objectives very clearly. This will ensure the effectiveness of the prepared coaching plan. Mesocycles are the most important types of plans. These plans are the actually executed ones for 3 to 6 weeks. This duration is sufficient to check the adaptation. The aims and objectives are achieved by formulating suitable microcycles. They are also called as operative plan because of its nature of easy operation. There can be 1 or 2 aims in one mesocycle. At the end of a mesocycle, there must be a scientific control to check whether the aims are achieved or not. Mesocycles are prepared with definite aim and sub-aims. The other types are: number 1, introductory mesocycle, basic mesocycle, preparatory and control mesocycle, perfection mesocycle, competition mesocycle, intermediate mesocycle and pre-competition mesocycle. I would like to give you a brief information about each mesocycle. Introductory mesocycle: a macrocycle normally starts with an introductory mesocycle. The duration can be 3 to 6 weeks. This is characterized by low intensity, increased volume and use of general training means. This aims at regaining the previous training state and develop a strong general foundation. Basic mesocycle: this type of mesocycle is used in the preparatory period. It aims at the development of selective motor abilities or skills. This cycle has high training volume and intensity. Depending on the aim, the training means may be of general or special in nature. Normally, this cycle is followed by a mesocycle aiming at stabilization. The training load is not increased further. The duration can be 2 to 3 weeks. Preparatory and control mesocycle. This cycle is aimed at the conversion of highly developed performance factors into high complex sports performance capacity, more use of special exercises and participation in competitions, that is, nature of build-up competitions. Because of competitions, additional recovery measures may be used. Perfection mesocycle. The aim of this mesocycle is to remove the weakness and correction of errors found out during the tests or competitions. Stabilization of already developed abilities and skills further will take place. Therefore, intensity is not very high. Special exercises are used more. This normally is followed by the preparatory and control mesocycles for better training effect. Competition mesocycle. This type of mesocycle is used during competition period. This aims to develop complex performance capacity and the tactical efficiency under competitive conditions. Competition exercises are used more. It's important to take care of the recovery. This cycle normally consists of 3 to 4 microcycles with higher load in the initial cycles. Intermediate mesocycle. This type of mesocycle is usually used in between two competitions. It's of two types. It aims at further development of performance factors. It also helps to remove the weakness. Volume of special exercises is high and the intensity is low. It's used after a competition mesocycle where there are more number of competitions. Pre-competition mesocycle. This type of mesocycle is used before the main competition. This helps for direct preparation for the competition. The achievement of top form is the main aim of this cycle. More use of competitive exercises is always advised. The training intensity is high and the volume is low. During the last 1 or 2 microcycles before the competition, the training load is reduced to help the recovery and relaxation. We must prepare the required type of mesocycle and arrange them in the annual cycle according to the aim. This will enhance both fitness qualities and sports performance. When training starts, there will be a smooth flow of training with a definite outcome. In order to ensure improvement, there can be a scientific evaluation after each mesocycle is completed. Appropriate decision can be taken and training can continue with greater impetus. Now we talk about microcycle plan. Microcycle plan is a short-term plan. This is the basis for the mesocycle plans. Even though this is a short duration plan, proper adaptation of sports persons can be achieved by loading sports persons properly. Mesocycle planning depends upon the training state of the sports persons, nature of sport and the period of training. That's why it's not possible to have a uniform model. There are a couple of guidelines which are very important while preparing the microcycle plan. The first guideline says the training intensity must vary even within the microcycles. The next emphasizes on the contents along with the aim may also be different. Optimum training intensity must be given for each microcycle. The fourth guideline says the recovery must be ensured after each training session. And the last guideline tells us very clearly about a microcycle before a competition must be carefully and wisely prepared to help sportspersons to show better performance. Types of microcycle plan. Microcycle plan is the smallest type of training plan. It's also a base to make a mesocycle and in turn a macrocycle more and more effective. The ultimate sports competition result depends solely on the quality and effectiveness of the microcycle. According to the aim, there are three types, namely number 1, adaptation microcycle, number 2, loading microcycle, and number 3, recovery microcycle. I would like to talk to you about each microcycle. Adaptation microcycle. This microcycle will ensure proper adaptation for the sportspersons to undergo the entire training process without undue tiredness. It's for preparing sportspersons to understand the difficulties during the course of training. Loading cycle. This type of microcycle will give appropriate work stimulus to the sportspersons for the improvement of both physical fitness and technical fitness. Recovery cycle. This type of microcycle will facilitate sufficient recovery between 2 consecutive training sessions. It's the responsibility of the coach to identify the requirement and plan accordingly. These cycles must be arranged in the most wanted and useful sequence for getting optimum results. 3 model microcycles are presented in the next slides. We can spend a look at this microcycle, namely loading microcycle. On Monday, the training aim is specific endurance development, and to achieve this aim, we propose to play 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4 football game. Play each type twice, and the method followed is the game method, and the training difficulty is 75%. Tuesday, combination of technique development, dribbling and shooting. Dribble 10 meters and shoot at the goal 25 times. Use right and left equal number of shots. The method followed is repetition method, and the training intensity is 60%. Dribble 10 meters, zigzag and shoot at the goal 25 repetitions. Right and left legs equal number of shots. Another type of drill is receive a pass, dribble 10 meters and shoot at the goal 25 times. Right and left legs equal number of shots. The next drill is to receive a pass, dribble 10 meters, zigzag and shoot at the goal 25 repetitions. Right and left legs equal number of shots. On Wednesday, explosive strength development, and the physical exercises are military press 60%, 3 sets and 10 repetitions. Split jump 20%, 3 sets, 10 repetitions in each set. Half squat 60% and 3 sets, 10 repetitions in each. Leg curl 60% and 3 sets followed by 10 repetitions in each set. Sit up 65% into 2 sets. Heels raise 70% into 3 sets, 12 repetitions in each set. Bench press 60% into 3 sets, 10 repetitions in each set. On Thursday, technique development, shooting and heading. We follow repetition method and the training difficulty is 60%. Take a free kick from outside the penalty area and head the ball into the goal. Take a corner kick and head the ball into the goal. Right and left foot kicks 30 times in each leg. On Friday, specific endurance development. Play 5-a-side football, play 7-a-side football, 20 minutes each, and game method is followed. The training difficulty is 70%. On Saturday, playing ability development, regular football game using all techniques. Game method was followed and the training intensity 80%. The weekly average load is 68%, which is medium intensity for the whole week. The graph shows 2 higher training load in a week. The second graph, 1 higher training load in a week. These two are 2 model loading cycles. Now we talk about adaptation microcycle. On Monday, coordinative abilities development, orientation ability, balancing ability and reaction ability. Repetition method was followed, 55% training intensity. On Tuesday, specific endurance development, play 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 and 5-a-side football for 20 minutes. Game method is followed, 60% difficulty level. On Wednesday, technique development, combination of techniques, run 2 meters and kick the ball into the goal 20 times, dribble 5 meters and shoot into the goal 20 repetitions, dribble 5 meters and pass 20 repetitions, receive pass and shoot at the goal 25 repetitions. Right and left legs may be used. On Thursday, explosive strength development. We use medicine ball exercises. Partner sit up, 4 kg medicine ball, 10 repetitions, 2 sets. Repetition method was followed and the training intensity is 55%. Partner overhead pass, 4 kg medicine ball into 10 repetition and 2 sets. Partner underhand pass, 4 kg medicine ball, 10 repetitions into 2 sets. Partner backward throw, 4 kg medicine ball, 10 repetitions and 2 sets. Partner sideward pass, right and left side, 4 kg medicine ball, 10 repetitions and 2 sets. On Friday, specific endurance development. Play football 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4 and 7-a-side football game for 20 minutes. Game method was followed, 55% difficulty level. Saturday, playing ability development, regular football game, game method, 50% intensity. The weekly average load is 55%, which is equal to light training intensity. The graph shows the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday light intensity, and on Saturday low intensity, which gives the optimum adaptation for the players. The model recovery microcycle: on Monday, specific endurance development, play 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 2 sets and play 5-a-side football for 20 minutes. Game method, the training intensity is 60%. Tuesday, technique development, combination of techniques, repetition method and 60% difficulty level, and the exercises are: run 2 meters and kick the ball into the goal 20 times, dribble 5 meters and shoot the ball into the goal 20 repetitions, dribble 5 meters and pass 20 repetitions, receive pass and shoot at the goal 25 repetitions. Right and left legs may be used. On Wednesday, coordinating ability development, orientation ability, balancing ability and reaction ability using repetition method and 55% difficulty level. Thursday, explosive strength development, medicine ball exercises, partner sit up, 4 kilogram ball, 10 repetitions and 2 sets, repetition method and 55% intensity, partner overhead pass, 4 kilogram medicine ball, 10 repetition and 2 sets, partner underhand pass, 4 kg medicine ball, 10 repetitions, 2 sets, partner backward throw, 4 kg, 10 repetitions into 2 sets, partner sideward pass, right and left side, 4 kg, 10 repetitions into 2 sets. Friday, specific endurance development, play 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4 and 7-a-side football game for 20 minutes. Game method, 55% intensity. And Saturday, playing ability development, regular football game, game method and 50% intensity. Weekly average load is 55%, that is equal to light training intensity. We spend a look at the graph. Graph tells the same. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday light intensity, and on Saturday low intensity, by which we are definite that the players will recover completely at the end of the week. You can now see a model adaptation cycle wherein the training starts on Monday with a low training intensity, and during the middle of the week the training intensity reaches up to medium level, and at the end of the week again the training comes to a low level. This ensures adaptation. The next training cycle is loading cycle. If you observe, there are 2 colored lines. The red color starts from medium training intensity, reaches maximum on Tuesday. The training intensity comes down to light intensity on Wednesday, and on Friday again the intensity reaches to maximum level, and at the end of the week the intensity reaches low. And this microcycle ensures a loading cycle wherein 2 maximum training loads are given in a week. If you observe this microcycle, namely the recovery microcycle, you observe a different pattern altogether. Monday starts with maximum, middle of the week comes to medium, and end of the week comes to low training intensity. And we are very sure that during the end of the week, the sports persons are completely recovered before perhaps a competition. Now we would discuss about session training plan. The session training plan is the basic unit of the entire training process. Each training session is generally divided into 3 parts, and if needed, a session can have more than 3 parts. They are: number 1, introductory part; number 2, main part; and number 3, the concluding part. I would like to give you some information about each part separately. The introductory part is the first part of the training session. It consists of assembly and warm-up. This aims at preparing the sports persons physically and mentally for the main task. Motivation of the sports persons is another important aim. Warm-up leads to increase in muscle and body temperature, raising the functional level of heart and lungs, loosening of muscles, ligaments and joints, better muscular coordination and increase of readiness. Types of warm-up: you will find 2 types of warm-up, namely general and specific warm-up, and they are required for all sports persons. General warm-up aims at general physical preparation before the main task. It consists of jogging, loosening and stretching exercises for all the muscle groups, joints and ligaments, along with the psychological readiness. Specific warm-up aims at preparing the sports persons for a specific purpose, maybe to play a particular game or to take part in a particular athletic event. These exercises are similar to the main activity. There may be 5 minutes recovery given before the main task after the warm-up exercises are done. The duration of warm-up depends on the training condition, nature and the demand of the sports persons. It's also based on the demand of the competitive activity. The main part consists of very important information. In this part, the main task of the training plan is executed. When there is one training task, then the main part is easy to organize. If there is more than one task, then there must be proper recovery before the next task is taken up. The following things may be kept in mind when more than one task is to be fulfilled. Technique training must be done immediately after warming up, but when the aim is to master the technique under conditions of fatigue, then technique training should be done at the end of the main part. Training for explosive strength, speed, coordinative abilities and flexibility may be done in the first half of the main part. Training for endurance may be done in the second half of the main part. The concluding part, it's the third and the final part of the training session. This part aims at gradually bringing down the functioning level of the body to the normal resting level. It also aims at facilitating recovery and relaxation. This part usually has 2 tasks. They are cool down, assembly and informal discussion. While doing cool down exercises, the exercises done during the main part must be avoided. They must be different from those exercises. They should give relaxation and recreation to the sports person. Informal discussion must aim at getting feedback from the sports persons about the work done in that particular session. Coach may also give some additional information if required. He must try to keep up the interest and motivation among the sports persons. This part can also be used for playing recreational games, which can also act as a source of relaxation. Thank you very much. Hope all of you must have enjoyed listening to this scientific information. Thank you very much.